Yo, people, what's going on? What you telling me back again for another Red Talk? TEKZINHO, what's good, my bro?
What you telling me, my guy, man? How are you? How are you? Big
I'm good,
up the
I'm good.
chat.
Big
Big
up
up
the
the chat
chat,
as
you
well.
already know.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
Loads
Come on,
to
man. How are
talk
you, bro?
about. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't lie, loads to talk about. And I can't lie, guys. What was it? I think the benefit of not doing these football talk shows every single day is that certain things have just aged very, very well, bruv, in the last, I'd say, 48 hours, especially with the Tottenham Hotspur debacle that's going on right now with Tonali, people freaking out about the Matheus Fernandez situation, Anderson going to Man City. Do you know what I mean? There's been a whole load of nonsense going on in the last 48 hours. Do you know what I'm saying? And luckily, we're not involved in it, blood. What are you telling me? Anderson, they're saying 100, and some people saying 116 million, no add-ons, all up front, 300 grand a week. Some people are saying it is 131, and then man are trying to keep it on the low. Do you know what I mean? Either way, 300 grand a week for Anderson is diabolical, blood. What are you telling me?
Absurdity. 300 smackaroonies a week.
And people said that we should have been competing with City.
Brother, I don't think I've seen a bigger BBL yet. I don't think I've seen a bigger BBL. Honestly, like seeing him and Rice in the double pivot together, yeah, is something that pisses me off. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know when someone says like, "Oh, do you have an ick? Do you have an ick?" You know when you're walking, bro, and randomly you see them fat guys, bro, and half of their batty cracks out and that, bro, and you're just like, brother, what the fuck? Do you get what I'm saying? It's like that sort of sight. Seeing that sort of double pivot is, bro, I need to learn how to do the PR thing. So let me take control. I'm going to take back control. Elliot Anderson is a very good, athletic footballer. He can get about the pitch. Same thing as your Declan Rice is. But I think there's a ceiling for these types of players, honestly, in my opinion. Just due to the lack of IQ, bro. Sometimes it's not even just the footballing ability. Because you look at like your Valverde's probably just got a much better or more consistent strike. But do you know what he does have? Superior to both of them? The IQ.
Yes.
Hence why he's so versatile, bro. And do you know, he's got a bit more guile because you even saw the hat trick that he scored. Every single goal was different. Do you know what I mean? One of them, he's plucking it from the sky. Another one on left foot far post. The other one, obviously, his trademark, just a right foot volley. I think with players like this, they cannot be setting the bar in terms of £100 million price tags, because now what you're doing is you're increasing the market value on players like your Alex Scotts, who I do like, but then I'm going to have to be chasing these players for about 80, 90 mil just because Elliot Anderson went there. They're going to compare the two, bro. And the thing is, Alex Scott is a much better footballer. We're talking about technical ability. He's a much better footballer.
He's got a deeper bag in it. When I think we need to explain when we say that players are better footballers, mean that they do more things well than the other person. That's how I like to describe it, because sometimes you can be a better footballer than someone and not necessarily a better player, depending on what stage you are in your career, bro. That I mean. So when people talk about talent and people talk about ceilings and stuff like that, do you know what I'm saying? Like, man, take into consideration how good they are at football in general. And bro, Alex Scott, for me, yeah, he does so many things well, innit? He's a better ball carrier. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a very good passer. He's very tenacious in the tackle. So is Anderson, but they're very different. He's a lot more press resistant. When I look at them from an aesthetic point of view, that's why I say they're all the same level. They've just got all different strengths at the moment. When I look at him, when I look at Anderson, when I look at Fernandez, when I look at Belabor, they're all the same level players, bro. It's just that it's a pick 'em thing. Like, what do you prefer? Do you prefer your player to be a bit more mobile, like a Belabor? Do you prefer them to be a bit more technical like Alex Scott? Do you prefer them to be technical but have the tenacity of a Fernandez, or an all-rounder is Anderson? Anderson's just an all-rounder. I can't think of anything that he does exceptionally well. Whereas when Alex Scott, ball carrying for me is top level, because you don't see players picking up the ball in the Prem and just running through the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, I think like Elliot Anderson on going into a team with a great setup where he's full of, you know, elite players around him, like his Cities, for example.
Right.
He's going to be used more of like a pawn, bro. Again, because as you said, he doesn't excel at anything. You're not going to build around him. You can't build around a player like that.
You can't build around a player that doesn't excel at anything. You don't. Exactly.
Because then what's he going to do in order to drive the team forward? Does that make sense? So I think in a team like a City, if you was to go and get him a half decent ball playing midfielders, then he will do well. I think him next to a Rodri, he will do very
he'll
well.
do well, because Rodri will be the guy that controls the tempo, and he'll be the guy that does all the other stuff.
Exactly. So they will complement each other very well. Again, it's not even just to shit on his game. As I said, I like Elliot Anderson for what he is. Half of these players, I like them for what they are. But I think
their Declan Rice, isn't it? To simplify it.
No, of course. Half of these players, I like them for what they are. I just think there's narratives that's always created around these players, which almost kind of changes their characteristics of playing styles. Do you know what I mean? It's like, Elliot Anderson is elite. Look what he can do on the ball. Look at his ball carrying. And I'm like, his ball carrying is not elite. It's something it's good. It's something that you probably need in the team, especially when everyone else don't really have that sort of power or whatever. But this is what I'm saying, bro. It's pretty average. Do you know what I mean? And it's not even the fact that it's average. You can just find plenty of players, like you said earlier. You can put all these midfielders in the same sort of ilk. All of them bring something a bit different, but again, nothing significant. The only ones really for me, probably maybe Matheus Fernandez, but it's Adam Wharton, bro. Like, if there's any midfielder that's out there that has
Adam Wharton is the best out of all of them, because he's got the highest IQ. Do you know what I'm saying? And he's one of the only, he's the only player that he can control a game, innit? And when we used to speak about elite midfielders, we used to talk about their ability to control the game. That's what people used to, they used to respect Toni Kroos for, Pirlo, Scholes, Xavi, their ability for almost the whole game to just run through them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what separates your good midfielders from your great midfielders, the ability to absolutely dictate everything that happens in a game, innit? And Adam Wharton has that gene, innit? And that doesn't exist commonly in the modern game. This is why, for me, them man are talking about 85 million for Fernandez. I believe we get him for cheaper than that, but I would pay 85 million for Adam Wharton. No problem. Like, I wouldn't feel like I'm getting bumped. But with Fernandez, I feel like Fernandez's profile is so easy to find somewhere else. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe not in the same balance, but you can find similar profiles to him for less money. That it does. For me, it's not value for money.
What's the value looking at right now as we speak?
I'm not really sure, because they're saying that West Ham won 85 million. So, he's probably going to go for about 75. Do you know what I'm saying? It could be a 75, 76.5, 78. It won't be 80. You know them, man. I reckon he goes for like high 70s probably, yeah? I still think that's too much. But in this market, like, it could be worse, innit? Just because of the bullshit that City have done.
Yeah, again, but it's exactly that. It's because City have set the example, and usually it's not like City to do something like that. Obviously, we know about the Jack Grealish thing, and Jack Grealish was more than worth it, especially at the time. And I think when you look at like your Ryan
Cherkis of this world, was hindered by how rigid Pep Guardiola is, to be honest.
Yeah, no, of course. Players like that are a maverick, and it was coached out of him. Do you know what I mean? He's a free bird, bro. Do you know what I mean? You have to let him go and do what he wants to do. The man that you give the green bib to in training, bro. He plays on both teams. The magic man. But again, just kind of sticking on my point, like Ryan Cherky, he cost City
35 or something.
Bro, that's what we're talking about. 65% less than what Elliot Anderson's going for, which is beyond absurdity, Rants, bro. Like, we're talking about the Darren Fletchers and that of this world. And again, Darren Fletcher was someone who I respected. He's someone who I rated. But, bro, we're talking about ballers. Now, if
you can't get
Elliot Anderson was
no more.
100, bro. But then if Elliot Anderson was a baller who maybe was a bit clutch, or he had that fox in a box trait where he could go and get you 15 to 20 goals a season, doing what he does today, then maybe it's justifiable, because that sort of player can be the fine margin between you finishing second and winning the league, just because he may secure you an extra 12, 15 points. Do you know what I mean, Rants? However, though, he doesn't. And this is what I mean. He's going to need someone to hold his hand in the midfield. And it's not like to say he's not going to take authority of what he does. No, it's because as you admit, bro, the guy is everywhere on the pitch. If you watch this man's heat map, he's genuinely everywhere in the second third. He covers that whole square. He covers that whole entire square. So if he's a man who don't stay central, he needs someone like a Rodri who's disciplined, bro. But
this is why he never suited us in the first place, one. And two, to touch on this comment from Luke here, bro, this is the point I was trying to make about Anderson. Anderson's a decent player, but his athleticism is what makes him good, bro. Everyone was overstating how good he was, at the football side, because his athleticism brings him up levels, bro. That's the reality. Like, when he doesn't have freedom to roam and he stays in a concentrated area for England, you're seeing all of his deficiencies, because now he can't run to find that space. Do you see what I'm saying? You see, when you're a top footballer, the very, very best footballers find space where there is none. Like, the fact that you can just migrate to where there's no one. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that just means that you take the pressure off yourselves, because you can go and find space. And if you notice, Declan Rice does that as well. If you watch Declan Rice play football, instead of receiving the ball in the pocket, he runs into the space to receive the ball, because he doesn't have the technical ability to make space. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, of
That's
course.
it. So because he can't make space, he gravitates towards the space, which ends up running away from the ball, blood, which is what I was trying to break down to Ligue 1 at that time, when we actually scored against Arsenal, because Declan, was running away from the ball into space and tried Arsenal to play some mad ball into space that way, when he could have just peeled off and said, yo, just bounce me the ball, bro. That
I've always said with those players,
under pressure on that half turn, Kobe can. And Kobe's been doing it for us. And Kobe's not a six, bro. If you can't receive that ball under pressure on that half turn, on the edge of your box, you ain't a top midfielder, bro. There's no exceptions.
Do you know why Kobe's a bad boy as well? You know why Kobe's a bad boy as well? Because when we talk about mentality, but also, some traits being in your repertoire, like some things are just installed in your game. I remember Kobe Mainoo's first Premier League start for United. I believe it was his first Premier League start, and it was away to West Ham. And we actually conceded a goal when David De Gea played a ball right into his feet. And remember, he miscontrolled the ball. And he was under no pressure, by the way. He was under no pressure. Miscontrolled the ball. West Ham go to score. But that doesn't mean a player like that goes to then shy away from the football. You do not start to shy away from the football. And that's one of two things. One, because it's in his repertoire, so he's comfortable anyways. He's comfortable no matter what the scenario is or the context of the game is, the magnitude of the game. But then secondly, because like a player like someone like Kobe Mainoo's got the IQ to then create a picture behind him, maybe play a bounce pass, etc. He knows better next time. So he knows how to resolve the issue. If you look at someone like an Elliot Anderson in that sort of position, if he was to, or even a Declan Rice, for example, McTominay, if these guys were to get caught in the six on the ball and they gave away a goal, best believe they are never receiving the ball from the sixth position of the keeper or the centre half for the remainder of the season.
Yeah, they don't want it no more.
They don't want it no more. Exactly. So,
and that's what you saw the clip of Seedorf talking to Rio about Declan Rice.
No. What did he say?
Let me see if I can find the audio in it. Let me play the audio, guys, because he was saying something that I've always said about my man. Anyway, do you know what I'm saying? And just basically saying that man. Just basically, in a nutshell, just saying that he's shook. He's a coward, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He don't want the ball in certain areas. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find the clip. Do you know what I'm saying? Because
they're not comfortable, man. They're not comfortable.
And
do you know what? Not all.
Step up a little bit more. Go and get the balls a little bit more. He has it. He showed it.
Deep areas.
Yeah, a little bit deeper, closer to the. Get the balls from the defense and start the build-ups. I think he's a bit timid as well. Sometimes I think he.
Timid.
Yeah. Okay. Thinks his character. I would like to add some elements of Bellingham in his personality, if you know what I mean. Okay, give me the ball. Go and get the ball. Send people away. He's a key midfielder. He was a key midfielder during the season for Arsenal this season, the last season as well. I think he also will grow. And I'm saying this in a good way. I like how he plays generally. And sometimes these type of players, that the timid part of them would, okay, now you get the ball or you take the shot or no. Go and try and do your thing.
You take the game by the scruff of the neck.
You're a center midfielder. This is your game.
But this is what I'm saying. It's your game, bro. Like, how can you not want the ball, bro? That's one thing about Jude. Jude has arrogance that he hasn't earned. You know them ones, like, he wants the ball. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, he wants it,
as soon as we started talking about Jude, the camera goes off, bro.
Yeah, like, Jude wants the ball. That's one compliment I can give this guy, is that he wants the football, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he wants to be on the ball. He wants the game to go through him. He wants to influence the game, bro. Declan Rice hides, bro. There's no other way to explain. He hides, bro. That's the reality. And Seedorf is saying it. And Seedorf was one of the most underrated midfielders of his generation, because he's a player that I'm surprised that doesn't get spoken about in the same breath as a lot of these other guys, because he was every bit as good as them. Do you get what I'm saying? So when he's talking, he says he's a bit timid, bro. The truth is, he's confident in situations that he feels comfortable in. So I don't believe he's timid, bro. I just believe that he knows he ain't that good on the ball, so we don't want it, bro. I don't think that his personality is like he's timid. He's just like, do you get what I mean? I don't think it's a lack of arrogance because he doesn't want the ball. It's because he knows he's not good on it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Of course, bro. That's the point I was going to allude to, man.
That's what I would say.
Yeah. Of course, bro. I agree 110%. That's exactly the point I was going to allude to, bro. I think players like that, at least he knows his game, innit? Because if he was to go in there and try to do it, bro, I'm telling you, my man's conceding every other week, bro. And it's just because he doesn't have the win mirrors. Do you get what I'm saying? He doesn't have.
I don't think that he's got.
You get it?
I don't think he's got. It's not just the win.
He's too one-dimensional for me.
He doesn't have the technical competence, because being able to drop the shoulder, because it's all about deception, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? My fucking camera's frozen, bro. Imagine I got the fan here and it's still freezing, bro. This room's bare hot. One sec.
Yeah,
it's deception, bro. Like the ability to almost tease a defender into committing and then taking the ball past them, with a drop of the shoulder or something. It's deception. That's what it is. And the art of deception is not easy. It's not easy to learn, bro, because it's a very complex. It's a complex equation, and you have to formulate everything very quickly. You know them ones. That's why players like Frankie de Jong and all these other guys, they're special players, because they can wait till the last minute and expose you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Just that bit of skill, man. That
only top players can do that.
Yeah, of course. This is why, hey, listen, man, I always go by the saying my uncle said, if you can dance, you can play football. It's just that little, that bit of deceptive.
But it's rhythm and timing, innit?
Rhythm, timing, instinct as well, because instinct is what gets you out of half of your situations. Bro, instinct is what makes artists go and deliver the best moments in football, bro. It's pure instinct. You know what I mean?
Like that toe poke from Ronaldinho against Chelsea and that. It's just instinct.
just instinct. And whoever knew a toe blow would be so beautiful, bro? Like, these are things that we used to cancel, like, kind of growing up. Oh, you're not allowed to toe punt, bruv. Do you get what I'm saying? You could tell a man toe punt if they always had holes in their kickers, bro. How are you getting holes in kickers? How are you getting holes in kickers? Wallabies, I understand. Kickers is crazy. You get what I'm saying? So, nah, the fact that players, like, bro, you might obviously not like this, but maybe even your athletic players, like your Cristiano Ronaldo's, your Bales, just out of nowhere, they can produce crazy moments of beauty. Lionel Messi, bro, how many solo goals a season? Do you know what I mean? Like, how many solo goals a season? And it's just due to the art of football and the know-how. But going back to even the ilk of the midfielders now, we are starving of the players like the Vitinhas and the Pedris and even the Nigel de Jongs, because who else is really out there? The Adam Waltons and stuff. We used to, bro, the game used to be fluctuated with them, you know, like genuinely.
They were all
really,
over the place, yeah.
Everywhere, bro. Like, nearly every Premier League club at least had 2 or 3 of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, all these players were class, bro. Like, players like Denilson, who used to play for Arsenal, will start for Arsenal today, bro.
Yeah.
Fact, starting over Zubimendi. Facts. You look at your Diabys. If you want to talk about athletic midfielders,
he was a baller.
Look at your Diabys. Do you know what I mean? Athleticism, but malnourished with tech. But the man was just ridiculed with injuries, bro. He was basically the first Paul Pogba in a way.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, he had bare injuries, bro.
Bare injuries, bro. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we are starving from... And that's why sometimes, even when I'm talking about ballers now, and if I'm saying, oh, they're good, they're class, they're world-class of today. They are world-class
of today. But this is why I struggle to call... I struggle to judge people, based on today's game, bro. Because for me, like, if you don't have certain things, you just can't be in that conversation. Do you get what I'm saying? Because football is the only sport, that they use that terminology. Man say, oh, they're world class today and that. That's like, no, bro, because in boxing they don't say that. Like, in basketball they don't say that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're still being compared to the people that have actually done it before you, bro. Like, there's no cutoff. Like, do you know what I mean? Either you're a top fighter or you're not a top fighter, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why man have the pound for pound list. The fucking thing's frozen again. But that's why man have the pound for pound conversations in boxing and stuff like that. A man compare man to other guys. The man don't say, oh, you know what, like, you're a world-class fighter for this era, bro. Like, everyone knows that a lot of these heavyweights they've won titles and all these other things, but they know that they're not the level of the Lennoxes and all that, and they don't pretend they are. Do you know what I mean? They don't pretend they are. They don't say, oh yeah, they're world-class heavyweights. No, they just say, oh cool, they got the belts. Like, that's it. They've got the belts. But no one's comparing them to these other men. In football though, man are like, oh yeah, they're world-class, they're world-class. No, they're not. You know them ones there, they're not world-class at all. Do you know what I mean? They might be some of the best of their current crop, but they're still not world-class. Like, the level of world-class doesn't drop down because there's no world-class players. It doesn't just drop down. If you can't hang with the brothers before you, you're not world class. Period. You know them ones. Like, you're just the best of a bad bunch. That's what you are. So in football, they move the goalposts all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
right now,
yeah.
There probably isn't 5 world class players in football. That's the reality. There isn't. Do you know what I'm saying? Because football has plummeted. Do you know what I mean? The level of football is so low right now. It's so fucking low right now. One second, I'm gonna put my fan behind this camera instead and see if it makes a difference.
Your camera overheating?
Yeah, because I got it on the desk. Do you know what I mean? To see if it cools it down. Yeah, and try the thing, but it don't look like it's working. So, one second. I'm here though. Anyway, you can hear me.
Yeah. Go on, do your thing, man. Bro, do you know? I agree with that as well, man. In terms of like players being world class today, but same time, I understand the terminology of modern day, because when you move past time, you move, bro. When you move past time, you move past time, innit? And do you know what I mean? Time's not.
Nah, but bro, man can't say.
Do you know what I mean?
Man can't say that. Cool, you're world class today, but you weren't world class. The true world class man, would have been world class, bro. You know what I'm saying? In boxing, they always say certain man could have fought in any era. If you're not a brother that could fight in any era, you're not a world class fighter.
I hear
You're just not. You're just not. Like, bro, you can't be. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying?
Depends
like,
the context, though,
Vinny's
innit?
world class, yeah? Brother, Vinny 15 years ago, who the fuck is Vinicius Jr., bro? Like, comparably, like, level-wise. You're comparing him to a Europa League player.
I do hear that still. But sometimes, when you're comparing eras, it's hard because it's like, imagine if Carrick and Scholes played in a 2 in this era today. Do you know what I mean? It'll be difficult, bro. It'll be difficult, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they're not protected, fam. Them 2 in the 2 will be... They'll get ran around.
But you say if they played in a 2 today, but most teams don't play in a 2 today.
No,
most
but this
teams
is...
play with a 3.
That's why we... Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And if Carrick and Scholes played in a 3... but if Carrick and Scholes played in a 3 today, yeah, and they had someone else in front of them, they'll still be all right, mate. You know them ones there, like... Do you know what I mean? It depends. What Scholes are we talking about? Because if you're talking about 36-year-old Paul Scholes, that's ridiculous.
Not 36-year-old Paul Scholes, but
yeah, but this is the point. Young Paul Scholes ain't gonna have a problem. Bro. Young Scholes ain't gonna have a problem in this era. Young Carrick ain't gonna have a problem in this era. Carrick's athletic. He was athletic, Michael Carrick, bro.
Of course, but then I think it depends the context, though. Because, bro, what that Barcelona team done to us, was
but that Barcelona team would do that to anybody, though. Do you know what I mean? The Barcelona team would do that to PSG. So
if we played against Liverpool PMP, that man would have suffocated us. If we played against
but you don't know that though.
Team,
you don't know that though. Because football's still football, blood.
Athleticism in that midfield.
Nah, not necessarily, bro. Not necessarily.
They won the Champions League. They won the Champions League and the Prem with just a pure PMP midfield, bro. And if anything, it was Fabinho pulling the strings, bro. Like,
yeah, but
you know what I mean?
You need to
look to a world-class level.
You need to look at who they were playing against, bro. You need to look at who they were playing against. Carrick and Scholes were so good on the ball. You can press to the cows come home. I would just pass the ball past you, bro. I'm not trying to hear
in Liverpool beat a side with Messi, Suarez, Ousmane Dembele in a whole comeback, bro. A 3-goal deficit, bro.
Brother, that don't matter. That don't matter. You're talking about the midfielder. Now you're talking about these other guys, bro. Like, the bottom line is,
No, I'm just saying, when we compare, that's why I'm saying we got to move on sometimes, though. When people are saying world class of today,
bro, but
I understand what you're saying. I understand what they're saying too.
But technical ability is technical ability. These are 2 different things. You can be as athletic as you want, yeah. You'll never be more athletic than the ball. No way. And when you've got guys that are superior handlers of the football, yeah, it don't matter, bro. I'm telling you. Like, man are gassing up Rodri in this era of football, yeah, but Rodri in that era, yeah, of Scholes, Carrick and that, Rodri's just, it's whatever. That's a fact. Do you know what I mean? A man gas Rodri up. Like, Rodri's the best midfielder that we've seen. Rodri's not Busquets. He's not Xavi. He's not Iniesta. He's none of those guys, bro. Do you know what I mean? And he's won a Ballon d'Or in this era.
But that's not what I'm saying, though. What you're...
No, but that's what I'm saying, bro. Because Rodri's won a treble, yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? In the same time that fucking... He's done a 4-peat in the same time, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because when you're talking about Klopp era, bro, man's done a 4-peat. Pretty much. A treble. In that same era, bro. I'm not taking Rodri over Michael Carrick. I'm not. So...
I'm not, but that do you think that midfield 3 that they had that won the quadruple bopped those 2 off the park?
What midfield 3 that won the quadruple? What are you talking about? What?
Rodri, De Bruyne, and half of what? It would be Bernardo Silva. We would just throw Bernardo Silva in there.
Bop
do you think that they bop Carrick and Scholes as a double pivot?
They don't bop them off the park, but bro, these are technically high-level midfielders, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like De Bruyne, De Bruyne, Rodri, bro, that's high-level tech, bro. That's not athleticism. That's not PMP. That's footballing ability. Do you get what I'm saying? Gundogan, footballing ability. Gundogan is a player that can play in any
4
era.
in a row.
Yeah,
four in a row, same thing. That's what I meant.
Them man can play in any era because they're technical, bro. It's got nothing to do with the athleticism. This is the point I'm trying to make to you. Do you get what I'm saying? Gundo was athletic, but his technical ability was 2-footed, good on the half turn, could play with 2 touches. Like, this is not athleticism, the reason why them man did what they did, because that's not the most athletic midfield, bro. Like Kevin De Bruyne's not the most athletic
game,
player. Rodri's not the most
different.
athletic.
That man was suffocating you though, bro. That high press and that, bro.
But that's the system. That's not just because man are athletic, bro.
And that goes back to my initial point. That's why I said the whole thing's been misconstrued. The era of before is different to the era now, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but in terms what I'm saying is football ability is footballing ability. You're talking about the tactical side. I'm talking about the technical side.
But this is why I said with context.
Imagine if Man United, with Tevez, fucking Rooney, Ronaldo, Ji-Sung Park, if they played a gegenpress, of course they could have played that. But that wasn't the thing then. Do you get what I'm saying? We could have pressed with that team. Of course we could have. We could have pressed with that 08 team. Why not? Anderson, all them. You think we couldn't press man for man with that team? Of course we could. That was an athletic team. That just wasn't the in thing. So we didn't. Do you know what I'm saying? But we could have 100% pressed with that team. But you think that Pep couldn't have played with those players? With Hargreaves and that? You pressed with Owen Hargreaves? Of course we could have. Darren Fletcher, Anderson, Ryan Giggs. These are pressing machines, all of them. We just didn't play like that. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about raw fundamental ability. I'm not talking about structurally tactical stuff. That Liverpool midfield, of Henderson, Fabinho, and that wouldn't have stood.
But never am I though.
They wouldn't have stood a chance, against that Man United midfield, that Man United team. They would have been eaten alive. Eaten alive. That's what would have happened, bro. And then in transition, you got to deal with fucking G, Rooney, Cristiano, destroy that team. I'm telling you, that team would have been, bro, it would have been a madness. It would have been a bloodbath. So, you get me? Like, man could talk about eras and all these things.
What team we destroying? City.
What's that?
This is all hypotheticals. Who would we
bills.
Destroy? City?
That's not hypothetical. I'm talking about that Liverpool, because you spoke about Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Midfielder.
Yeah, go on.
Liverpool midfield.
Yeah, the Liverpool
Fabinho,
midfield.
Henderson,
I said the Liverpool. Again, my point's been taken out of context.
No, but
I'm talking about the midfield three. I'm talking about the midfield three.
You're talking about styles.
I raised Liverpool's point.
I'm saying skills pay bills.
Three. What are we doing?
Man United always never played a midfield two, blood. We played a three. We played a two in the 99 season.
When did we play a three?
In the 08 season, we played a three. We only played a two, in the treble. I mean, in the treble winning season, that was ages ago. So when you're saying Carrick and Scholes didn't play in a two,
we didn't really play a three though.
We did.
It was like a centre forward striker thing. Like it was supporting striker. Like back in the days.
Yeah, but that wasn't no 4-4-2, bro. A lot of the time, Rooney was playing out of position and having to pick up wide areas. That wasn't a 4-4-2, bro. It wasn't having to
pick up wide areas though. So then who was in the midfield?
Yeah, but
we never started
4-4-2,
Anderson,
bro.
We never started Anderson, Carrick, and Scholes in the midfield. I've never seen that once in my life.
We had Anderson, we had G, we had Hargreaves. We always had. It wasn't a 4-4-2.
No, I know we've had three, but we never started a three together in midfield. Like I need to see that, and if we do see that, it's an anomaly, bro. Like that only happened probably once or twice, my G. 110%.
But yeah, 110%. It wasn't. But either way, the point still stands, skills pay bills, innit? And that's my thing, innit? These footballers of that time, are so technically astute, and they were also tactically astute as well, because some of these men were playing one system in the league and another system in the Champions League. So you need to have a certain technical ceiling for that. Either way, these men are technically good enough that these men they're doing their thing regardless. Do you get what I'm saying? I think, I know that this era is so dominant, tactically, like everything is tactical based, that the technical level of the players is not as important, because everything is more down to the athlete. It's about covering zones, covering space, doing all these other things. That's why these guys aren't as good on the ball. Like, man literally saw a graph here. Jude Bellingham 100 and something million, Anderson 100 and something million, Rice 100 and something million. Like, what is that? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what actually is that? Like, none of us are gonna die saying that those are one of the best players we've ever seen represent our country. None of us. Yeah. None of us. 120 million for these lot. Disgusting. Do Do you get what I'm saying? It's appalling. Like, that's the state of football now. So just because, the level of football has deteriorated, that doesn't mean that we need to say, oh, you know what, these men are world class for today. That's my thing. It's not world class for today. It's, are you a world class footballer? Yes or no? Because the sport is still the same sport. The rules in the sport haven't changed that much to the point where we could say it's a different sport now. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, facts, bro.
Like, it hasn't changed.
Who sent that picture into the group chat? Let me look at this group chat now.
Which picture? Oh no, it wasn't in a group chat. If that's the picture I'm talking about, that someone sent it, but I get people send me stuff all the time. Oh, there we go. See that? 115, 116, 105.
That's absolutely insane, bro.
That's diabolical.
Jude, PR. That's one thing I'm gonna understand, because he's gonna bring the crowd, he's gonna bring this, he's gonna bring that. And these Spaniards are known for overpaying for man anyways, bro. Man saw Malcolm and that go for like an 80, 90 mil, bro. And do you know what I mean? Like, they're known for doing that. Maybe even 100 mil. I don't know how much Malcolm was, but their thing was crazy. Declan Rice, 105 million. Now, I don't know what on earth happened there. All I know is apparently City were linked with Arsenal. I don't know how true that was. But
no, City were linked with Rice and they walked away because it was too much.
Bro. Okay, so do you remember there was like little rumors going out that Arteta and Pep were colluding?
Yeah.
So obviously that's that in the air. And then we've got Elliot Anderson, who costs more than both of them. Declan Rice has just won the league with Arsenal, yeah, whether people like it or not. So that kind of repays the 105 million pound, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Bellingham done what he done. Anderson, though, what's he going to bring to City that's going to be significant? We know Rice is the sweeper. We know Bellingham brought the goals in that first
He's just going to be the legs.
What's Anderson?
But he's going to be the legs like what Bernardo was. But here's the problem with the Anderson situation. If City don't win the league next season, Anderson's going to get cooked. Because you know the pressure to win the league is going to be on Anderson's shoulders now. Because he's the guy that's been brought in to replace Bernardo Silva, who's their captain, I believe. So, literally, if they spend all that money on him and they don't win the league, bro, automatically he's failed, bro. I'll be honest, the pressure's going to be on him to deliver them man a title, bro. Because the amount of money they spent on him, he's meant to be the answer. When man spend that much money on you, you're meant to be the answer. Because I remember the chat that these man had for Paul Pogba. When we signed Paul Pogba, them man were like, yo, the United better win the league. But they spent on one player, bro. Paul Pogba better be driving the team bus, taking training. 100%. You get me? All of them things there, they expected him to do everything.
Yeah. No, I agree, bro. I agree. 110%, bro. Yeah, bro, looking at Pogba's situation, it's mad because no one actually speaks about all these like high transfers that's gone through. I've seen Modric, I've seen the Lukaku go Chelsea for 100 mil. Chelsea doing majority of it. Havertz for 80 mil. I'm seeing loads of, and Paul Pogba had a much better United career than all of them. The only 100 million pound player that's really come to the Premier League, obviously, if anyone could get up a list for me, that will help. Probably Jack Grealish, that's done something and been significant as well. Do you know what I mean? Enzo, 106 million. Like, that's it's absurd. How's nobody speaking about Enzo? And do you know what it is? I like Enzo though. I like Enzo as a baller. But again, I agree with you because it's Chelsea, bro. Because it's Chelsea, fam. Word, I don't think Enzo's bad, but he hasn't delivered. He hasn't done what Paul Pogba was meant to do, carry them to a title. He hasn't done any of those things, man. So, but it's United tax, and then you know the other thing as well. So, bro, it gets like that, man. It gets like that, man.
No, but this is what I'm saying. So it's some joke thing. Big up everyone inside. Let's get these lights up, bro. Man wanted to talk about Matheus Cunha here because I feel like he's not getting enough praise for what he's doing right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Because man's playing in, I'd say, do you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm exaggerating if I say it's a bang average Brazil side, but I feel like it is. Do you know what I'm saying? And I can't lie. The level of performances that he's putting in that number 9 position, I've been saying, bro, I would be playing him there. For me, that's his best position. His best position is in that false 9 roaming. You know what I mean? If he's not going to play there, I'll play him in the number 10. But for me, Cunha is a central player. Like, he's doing well on the left for Man United because he drifts inside, and I have no problem with that. Especially if you've got a fullback that can keep the width. He can keep drifting from out wide. Rooney done it. There's no reason why Cunha can't do it. But Cunha's a very good footballer, bro. Like, very good. And let's not forget that when he first came to Manchester United, there were loads of Man United fans saying, have we wasted money? And bro, they were getting on to him, remember? Because he weren't scoring. Like, Brian was bagging early doors. And they were getting on to Cunha, bro. Cunha is the best signing that we made in that window, obviously, aside from the goalkeeper.
I mean, they tried to write...
proper Man United player, bro.
They tried to write him off before he came. They were doing the whole attitude thing as well. Obviously, I live in Wolverhampton, innit? So, like, they were doing, you guys, you lot don't know about... Bro, my barber, you man don't know about Cunha. Wait till you see Cunha. That's all I had stuck in my head for a while, bro. You know what I mean? And now, look, bruv, surfing on the Emirates, bro. Do you know what I mean? That's where the surfboard was born.
He's doing his thing. And it's not just his ability, it's his attitude. It's the aura around the player, bro. Like, he's you can't be a big player without having a big presence in it. And the way this guy moves, my man's wearing the number 9 for Brazil, chest puffed out. Do you know what I'm saying? And this guy he's making his presence felt in every game, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not just scoring goals, blood. Like, he's on the pitch. Like, he's winning the ball. He's working hard for the team. He's doing all these other things, that people used to love about Wazza, and I used to love. And same with Tevez as well. A lot of them South American guys, them man play like their last £5. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I was about to say the same thing. You took the words out of my mouth, man. Yeah. They've just got this thing. My missus said it to me the other day. She was like, bruv, I love Cunha's work rate. She's like, he just never stops running. And straight away, it came to my head that he's a chaos merchant that I love.
Yeah.
He's a chaos merchant that can control everything around him, man. Again, bro, I love players that they believe so much in themselves. They will run into traffic, bro, and they come out with the ball with the ricochet, bro. Like, and they will make that look beautiful. Do you know what I mean? I think the way he strikes the football is pure. He strikes off, so he's not one of those, man, that's off balance or clumsy or anything. The way he strikes the football is it stays hit, bro. Majority of his goals the ball's clean is either a strong whip or straight laces through the football, bro. He's a disrespectful finisher, and this is what I like about Cunha. I think Cunha's a born-bred street footballer. That's what he is. He's one of those ones that you could tell he's playing with olders from young, because he just throws his presence everywhere as well, innit? Do you know what I mean? You're right. I think the false 9 is perfect for him. Because 9 times out of 10, when you're left, sometimes you're isolated. You're without the ball. You're spending time without the football. You get bored. And without the ball, you can't cause damage, innit? Players like that without the football, they can't cause damage. I love his work rate. I love the fact that he changed the narrative, bro. And all the United fans love him. They all love him now. Let's be real. But I love the fact that he changed that narrative of, okay, his attitude. You man are not going to like his attitude. Bro, Cunha's just seen as a family man and that, bro. You had Arsenal fans on the internet talking about, they need to bang things like Cunha. Bro, Cunha's a family man. Man's just on vibes, bro, because he's born in it. He's born in it. So he still knows how to vibes, bro. Do you see what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, if we just go and get more signings like that, we'll be good. Because it's
but this is why, our buying in the league thing, that Barada has worked really well, bro. You know what I mean? And he said we're going to be doing more of that. And it's mad because a lot of Man United fans, and this segues us perfectly onto the Tottenham situation with Matheus Fernandez. When Barada came in, he said, listen, we're not going to be held to ransom no more. Do you know what I'm saying? We're going to do things the right way. And to be fair, he never overpaid once at City when he was there. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of people pointed out, and rightly so, that Barada was involved a lot in the financial side at City. He's a money man. Do you know what I'm saying? So he understands the books, blood. He's not the guy that scouts the players and does all these things. That's not his thing. But he oversees the bread in it. You know them ones. Like, he's a commercial guy. He knows what comes in, what goes out, all these things. And bro, he knows how them man ran. And City never overspent on players, bro. So it's one of them ones where man needs to understand. He said that he ain't gonna do that at Man United. And also, City never overspent while still winning, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? While still winning. So this guy understands. He understands what needs to be done. This is why I trust that Manchester United signed the right players. I believe we signed them at the right price. And I believe our stubbornness and our unwillingness to be dragged into the bullshit, yeah? Because I feel like Tottenham are colluding with West Ham, bro, to drive the price up. That's what I believe. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't believe Tottenham want...
Yeah, because I was going to ask you earlier, what's West Ham's leverage? Like,
they don't have any...
relegated.
The only leverage that they could have is Man United didn't have competition for Fernandez really before, because Fernandez made it clear he wanted Man United. So, all of a sudden it's, oh yeah, but Tottenham are willing to pay more money. Funny that. They haven't put a bid in. But they've put in a bid for Tonali. So if Tottenham want both of them, why have Tottenham not put in a bid? Because you can bid for more than one player at once. There's no rule that says you can't. Do you get what I'm saying? So if they're willing to outbid us,
yeah.
Why have they not put the money down already then, bro? Because you're playing silly buggers, bro, but we're not stupid. That's the difference. This is the difference. Because how the fuck can you tell us,
bluffs, isn't it?
Brother, how can you tell us you're willing to put down more than Man United, but you only bid 75 million for Tonali? So what are you telling me that you rate Fernandez more as a higher value than Tonali? That can't be right. Do you know what I'm saying?
Because I thought they were going to spend 100 smackaroonies.
He's a Champions League playing full international, ex-captain of AC Milan, and then you've got a fucking double relegation championship player. So you can't tell me that you rate Fernandez as a higher value than Tonali. So you're fucking lying to me, bro. And that's why when a lot of these Man United fans getting emotional, talk about, oh, we're getting hijacked. Use your fucking sense. If they bid 75 million for Tonali, a Premier League player, yeah, you think they're willing to pay 85 million for Fernandez, a championship player?
Hell no. That's what I'm saying. They're trying to call bluffs, though. Right. They're trying to call bluffs. But as you said, bro, they've made the move then. Made the move. That's the only way if we see if you're about it, innit? Yeah. Facts.
Use your brain.
You gotta make moves.
Do you get what I'm saying? Man, you can't use your brain because you're not willing to pay that money. It's all a lie.
Yeah, I heard that as well. I just saw that comment.
Yeah, it's all a lie, my brother. Let me tell you something for free, yeah? Fernandez don't want to play for Spurs, and Spurs only want him if they can't get Tonali. That's it. All the other shit that man are hearing is not real, blood. They are not going to sign Tonali and Fernandez, bro. That is not real, bro. That is not real. So all this shit that man are saying, put that all in the bin, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's not real, bro. I still expect Fernandez to end up at Manchester United. And if he doesn't end up at Manchester United, I don't think he ends up at Tottenham either. Because I believe that Tonali's probably gonna go to Tottenham. You know what I'm saying? And they're linking Arsenal now with Bruno G. I believe that Bruno G they'll probably rather sell Tonali than Bruno G because Tonali is more expensive. He'll bring them more peace. But they're not going to sell both. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it becomes a game of chicken now because it's like, all right, cool. Who can we get the most amount of money for? Who's going to put down the money first? I believe they can get more money for Tonali. Bruno G doesn't go for more than, I'll say, 60 million tops at his age. Do you know what I'm saying? He hasn't got long left on his contract, I believe, and he's 29. So I believe Bruno G probably signs a new deal and he stays. Tonali goes for about 80 odd million. Fernandez ends up at Man United. I'll be very surprised if that's not the case.
Bruno G and Declan Rice in a double pivot.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's got an ultra defensive again.
It's dark arts.
Yeah, he's got an ultra defensive again.
It's dark. But then they get Morgan Rogers in as well. I think they might even get Tonali. I could see Arsenal hijacking the Tonali deal as well. Facts.
Fuck. I hope not.
Honestly, I'm not bothered, innit? If we do what we're supposed to do, I don't think it matters. I think it improves them either way. But
we have to.
But I didn't expect them to not improve. Like, do you know what I mean? So you have to expect all your rivals to improve. Liverpool will be better. Chelsea will be better. So everyone will be better. So I'm not expecting people to stagnate. I'm not a delusional football fan. I don't think we're going to get better and no one else is. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not how football works. Everyone's gonna get better, but we just need to improve in areas so everyone else getting better doesn't matter. Do you get what I'm saying?
Facts. Brother, I think this guy right now, he's trying to compete with Jose's record, bruv, in 2005, bruv, and only concede 14 goals, blood.
Bro, he's just basically the Premier League version of Diego Simeone. That's what he is.
Yeah, no, literally, yeah.
Worse than Jose, because Jose had good attackers in every team, bro. Name a Jose team without a good attack.
No, I hear you, bro. And you know, a lot of attackers still flourished under Jose. You know,
that's what I'm saying. Jose had attackers scoring goals, blood. You know them ones there. He still got that Real Madrid team. They might have the most amount of goals, like still in the Liga. So
Arteta's got a few different styles in his bag, yeah. But this is the only style to win.
Yeah? To compare my man to Jose, this guy is a terrorist.
Bro, I'm telling you, he's trying to go for the record, bro. I'm not trying to compare him to Jose.
Yeah.
But he's probably trying to go for that sort of record, fam. You get me? He wants to solidify his name in football. Well, he probably has, you know, because Arsenal's just got that heritage over the Premier League anyway. So the fact that he's won a trophy, fam, it is big for his name, bro. It's massive for his portfolio, to be fair, fam.
Trust me.
Massive. So
yo, people, the France game is starting now. Obviously, we're gonna go straight over to that. What are they looking out for, my bro?
Bro, just same thing. World Cup content, man. Same thing, World Cup content, man. So just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Them. Make sure you smash the likes as well.
Is Erling on the bench?
No chance.
Brother, I swear it looks like he's on the bench. I ain't even bullshitting you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on, people? But yeah, what, the Norway not have to win the game? Nah, he's not starting.
Oh my days.
But man, they're playing their B team.
Arrest him. Man said Strand Larsen, bruv. Oh my days. Oh no, Odegaard.
They're already through. Is that why it is?
Yeah, they're already through. Them and France. I believe they both got 6 points.
Okay, so all right, Fez. Oh, they both got 6 points.
Yeah, so they're basically saying they don't mind losing, bruv. And
because they're basically saying, yo, listen, even if you got full strength, we're going to lose anyway. So man are going to save them, man, for the next. I hear it. It's mind games.
It makes sense. Yeah.
I hear it.
It's
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, obviously we're going to watch it anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? But obviously that does kind of make it less exciting. I'm not going to lie.
Literally. What's the other game? There's another game in that group. Senegal, Iraq. I think both teams have to win, you know? One of them have to win. You get, if they draw, both of them are gone. Imagine that, bro. So one of them have to win. That's real mind game still. I like the format. I fuck with the format still.
That's it. So yo, people, big up everyone inside. You already know what time it is. But yeah, I'm going to redirect over to the watch along, and then we're gonna get straight into the game, people. So big up everyone inside. Slap the likes, and I'll see you guys in a little second.